Yo guys, welcome back to the channel. We're back with another video. Now, you know the background, you know what video it is. We're back with the Solo Steel Path series. And today, we're going to be looking at Defection. So if you're going to enjoy this video, drop a like, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff. And let's get into it. Okay, so as always, we go into the focus score. Now, for this, we are going to be using Zenuric because we're not really going to be needing any of these other four schools. But the reason we're going to be using Zenuric is because of the passive energy that we can gain from our Wellspring and Hardened Wellspring. Because we're going to be using our moats quite a lot to help our squad members that we're rescuing get around quite quickly and increase their health. But that is it. That's all you really need to know really about the focus score. We just need Zenuric for the passive energy. So with that done, let's get into the build. So as you can see, we are going to be using Wisp for this mission. And I have not even occupied every single mod slot with a mod. And this will still get me through the mission. This is literally the bare minimum you would need to complete the mission. What we have is just an absolute ton of strength. Blind Rage, Transient Fortitude, Power Drift, Augur Secrets, Umbral Intensify, and Umbral Vitality. Now, the reason we have this is because we're just trying to go for pure strength, right? And the reason I have Umbral Vitality on, because I have extra mod capacity, and because there's no other real strength mod, I've just gone and buffed my Umbral Intensify. Because if you didn't know, the more Umbral mods you have, the more they're going to buff each other up. So, for example, if I come here, we have Umbral Intensify, which is 40% strength alone. And we have Umbral Vitality, which I have 400% strength alone. And of course, Umbral Fiber, 100% armor alone. But if I put Umbral Vitality on, I make this now 500, this now 50% strength. And if I add another one on, I have 175 armor, 70% strength, 700% health. Now, of course, if you wanted to former this to get even more strength, then you would, of course, former this, but you would probably need a couple Umbral former as well if you wanted to put all three Umbral mods on. That is the build. Now, in terms of Arcanes, I have Arcane Guardian on for a bit of survivability. Now, I wouldn't say you really need this because with our moats, we do have the shock moat, which is going to basically shock the enemies, stun them so that they don't actually run at us and hit us. So I would say that's probably a decent way to sort of crowd control. And then in terms of Energize, again, you don't need this. I have run this mission without Energize and with this build, including the 45% efficiency, and it still works. With the Zenuric, and also, because it's only our first ability, it only has a smaller drain compared to our last ability. Last ability has 116. Now, I know this is dispensary, but this is because I tried something out and I didn't really end up using it. So, you do not need this, okay? I want to stress that you do not need dispensary. In the gameplay I will show you, I do not touch this ability once. I do not have Arcane Energize on, and I still get through the mission quite easily. So, that is the build. Let's get into some gameplay. Okay, so, once you're at the first position, you want to use this console to rush the survivors. Then, what we're going to do is drop a couple of our moats down to speed them up. Give them the shock moats as well to pretty much just stop the infested from attacking us. Then, once they reach this, we're going to rush them straight away. And then we slap down another shock moat. And then that will make it to the extraction point for them. Then all we need to do is go back and do this again. Now, the good thing about doing this solo is that you only need to do 2 or save 2 squads. The more players you have, the more squads you're going to have to rescue. So again, we can just use these moats here because they're coming from the same position. Now again, they're going to go to this point. We rush them. This guy is a bit lacking, so we're going to have to rush him separately. Now they're going.
Stay focused. There's a heavy unit approaching.
Just do that.
Tell the survivors when you're ready to move on.
Now again, we have our second moat over here, which is going to get them to safety. Now, that is it. That's all you really need to do. And we should be able to get extraction once the final survivor gets to his extraction point. And boom. It's that simple. When you do it solo, you save less squads. And that is it. You need to give them speed and health, and you can do it in 2 minutes 30. It's that simple. And that is it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed and hope you found it useful. If you did, like the video, subscribe to the channel, comment, all that good stuff. I hope you all have a lovely day, and I will see you in my next video. Peace.
Catch me if I fall.